Welcome back, Holotable Heroes, to another Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm your boy Scribble. So, little ditty crossed my desk this morning, just slid into my DMs ever so surreptitiously, and it came as a bit of a surprise. It looks like we're getting some sort of promotional event tie-in to the new Ahsoka TV show coming to Galaxy of Heroes. Let's take a look, shall we? Now, those of you that aren't already on the SWGoH Events Discord server, you probably should jump over there because they quite often get early releases of information. As you can see, we get a lot of the assets data mined from these guys here. They put it to us forward ahead of time so that we can get a little bit of sneak preview about what's coming up. You can see here they had Nisa ahead of time, there was Leviathan stuff ahead of time, Darth Revan icons that look so sick, shame about the ship, and then there was some Wookiee stuff here, but take a look, in this latest stuff we've got some Ahsoka Tano and Thrawn stuff. Now here is the Scout Trooper kit reveal that we got yesterday, and that's all very exciting, and finally we get to have the Scout Trooper in the game, and I'm all for it, but I'm definitely more piqued by this information here. Now, this is clearly based on the brand new Ahsoka TV show that is coming shortly, as we can see over here. In just a couple of weeks, we are going to get the brand new TV series based around Ahsoka Tano. It looks like it's going to be involving a lot of the Phoenix faction. They hunt for Thrawn, they hunt for Ezra, presumably. All we know is that former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano investigates the emerging threat to the vulnerable galaxy. We know that it will feature the return of Thrawn, hence that little splash page there that has both Thrawn and Ahsoka, as we can see here. Now, what does this mean exactly? Truth be told, I don't know. These are data mines, and taken out of context, we don't really know what it means. We can make a couple of assumptions. Now, EA is obviously partnered with Star Wars on this venture, with Disney and everything like that. It could be that they are just doing this promotional event to help push a little bit of outreach to the players of the game about the upcoming TV series. It does not necessarily mean right now that we are going to be getting any characters from that show. I think, in my personal opinion, it's a little bit early for CG to be pushing those characters. Not because we're not interested in them, but more because they usually take about a year before we see any characters from TV shows and that sort of business. Not that it's unheard of. We did get the Bad Batch characters before the first season release of Bad Batch. So all I'm saying is there's a lot of speculation to be considered here, but we are definitely having something come to the game around the new Ahsoka TV series. Now, I know in the past CG has come up to us. It's only recently they've polled us about what we would like to see in the future of the game. They put out a small poll asking us who would we like as new legendary characters, who would we like as new capital ships, as new galactic legends. They're asking for our opinion to give them feedback on so that they can potentially make content based on that with our interests in mind. Again, I don't think it's necessarily going to be here, but there are always possibilities open to it. I know a lot of people in the past have suggested that we might get an Ahsoka and Thrawn dual GL post the release of this particular TV series. Obviously, it's highly speculative, but it is a possibility, right? Ahsoka and Thrawn are both massive fan favourites within the Star Wars universe, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if we do get additional characters. Maybe not necessarily galactic legends, but certainly at least legendary characters. Now, we also do happen to check, if we go back over here, we can see, of course, there are some additional marquee packs. Well, they're more faction packs that we can see. The artwork here suggests that we are getting some packs where we can buy, for example, Sith Empire characters, where we can buy Imperial Remnant characters, and that ties into another announcement that might have flown under the radar just a little bit for a lot of people, and that was around the fact that Scout Trooper has heralded the coming of a brand new, stronger Gideon on the way to lead. So it looks like we are getting another Moff Gideon. Most likely this is going to be the Moff Gideon that we saw at the finale of Mandalorian Season 3. The Beskar armor-clad Moff Gideon, that looks absolutely badass. We love to have that in the game. And it sounds like he's going to be an Imperial Remnant leader, which makes complete sense to me. I'm just hoping that CG bring in some additional units from the Season 3 Mandalorian, particularly looking at sort of the Beskar armor stormtroopers. I want to see potentially some of the Praetorian Guards come to the game. That would be absolutely incredible. There's a bunch of characters that they could bring in from Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Let's face it, Paz Vizsla would be fantastic. IG-12 with Grogu in there. I would absolutely pay to have Grogu have an ability called Yes and one called No. It would be absolutely perfect. But that's just me. I'm a bit of a simp. I don't care. Sue me. All right? So we do know we're going to get an extra Gideon, which I think is pretty damn cool. And the Scout Trooper, which is finally coming to the game after how many years, looks to be an actual pretty good unit. I like the fact that it's got additional synergy. I like the fact that we've got a new source of Emperor's Trap, and they've deliberately made it so that it doesn't coincide with Piet's ability to spread Emperor's Trap as well, because I imagine that sort of damage output would get incredibly nutty very, very quickly. So really, really cool. I don't really want to go in and discuss the Scout Troopers kit too heavily here because I don't think that this is the forum for it. And I'm sure you've seen other people cover the content on Scout Trooper. You're not going to come to your boy Scribble for that sort of information now, are you? Super, super smashing great. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think we're actually going to get any characters? Do you think this is just going to be a promotion for the new Ahsoka TV series that's coming out? Or do you hopefully think that down the line somewhere we are going to be getting something like a legendary or galactic legend equivalent of either Ahsoka or Thrawn? So the one thing that I will mention about this real quick before we drop off is when you download these images from SWGoH Events Discord server, you can see that they actually have the images named, of course, and it's called text.newsletter_Ahsoka_promo.png. So essentially, CG has obviously named these image files as individual things with a certain type of lexicon around it. It's obviously a newsletter, so we're going to have something in the game that actually talks about this poster. It's going to be saying something about watch the new Ahsoka show, streaming live on Disney Plus from August 23rd, something like that. It's clearly a promotion around Ahsoka. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that's all we're getting. I would be very, very surprised if we do not get a tie-in to the actual show with some character releases or events, or even potentially Rise of the Empire planets down the line. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think is going to happen, and what would you like to have happen in the future? Leave some comments in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.